All right, let's dive right into this explainer and learn how to read and write Roman numerals like a true math master. If you're a primary 7 candidate gearing up for exams, you're in the exact right place. Today we're focusing on whole numbers, specifically converting Hindu Arabic numerals, the numbers we use every single day, into Roman numerals and vice versa, all the way up to 2000.
To kick things off, take a look at this. According to our study materials, Uganda discovered its first COVID-19 case on this exact date, XVVII-3-MMXX. Any guesses what date that actually is? I'll give you a second to think about it. If it just looks like a random jumble of letters right now, don't worry at all. By the time we wrap up, you're going to be reading this as easily as your own name.
So here's our game plan for today. We'll start with what Roman numerals actually are, cover the 7 basic letters, tackle the rules of addition and subtraction, and finally, convert some numbers together. We're going to unlock this secret code step by step.
Okay, sections 1 and 2, what they are and the 7 letters. First things first, we really need to understand our building blocks before we can do anything else.
So here they are. We've got the Roman letter matched with our normal number, which we call the Hindu Arabic value. We've got I for 1, V for 5, X for 10, L for 50, C for 100, D for 500, and M for 1,000. The absolute most crucial thing here, memorize these 7 letters. Literally every single number up to 2,000 is just these same 7 letters mixed up. Seriously, grab your exercise book and jot this table down. You're going to need it.
Moving right along to section 3, the rule of addition. Now the really cool part is how we combine these letters to build bigger numbers. It isn't just random, right? There are very specific rules we have to follow.
Let's start with a little question. Think about it. If C is 100, what do you think happens if we write it twice to make CC?
Exactly. When a letter is repeated, you just add them together. It's that simple. So CC is just 100 plus 100, which gives us 200. Same thing if we had XX. That's 10 plus 10, giving us 20.
Okay, here's another one for you to solve. L is 50, and X is 10. In this specific case, the smaller value comes right after the larger value, so what is LX?
You nailed it! Because the smaller x comes after the larger L, you just add them up. Whenever a smaller letter follows a larger one, you add its value. So 50 plus 10 equals 60.
But wait, there is a golden rule here, and you absolutely cannot forget this. A single letter cannot be written more than 3 times in a row. You can write III for 3, or XXX for 30, but you can never ever write 4 of the same letter together. So 400? No way is it CCC. Instead, we use a special trick, writing it as CD. Let's see exactly how that trick works.
That brings us to section 4, the rule of subtraction. Let's see how we solve the mystery of writing numbers like 4, or 9, or 400 without breaking that rule of 3.
All right, we know that C is 100 and M is 1,000, but pay close attention to the order here. What are we supposed to do when the smaller C comes first, right before the larger M?
That's right, it suddenly turns into a subtraction problem. When a small letter comes before a large letter, you subtract its value from the larger one. So for CM, we take 1,000 and subtract 100, which leaves us with 900. And hey, that's exactly why I mentioned earlier that 400 is written as CD. D is 500, C is 100. Since C is first, it's 500 minus 100, boom, 400.
This brilliantly illustrates the difference, right side by side. If you have LX, that means addition, because the small number is less. 50 plus 10 is 60. But if you have XL, that means subtraction, purely because the small number is first. 50 minus 10 is 40. The order of the letters completely changes everything, so you always have to check which letter is larger.
All right, section 5, let us convert numbers. Okay, primary 7 candidates, it's time to put these skills to the test. A quick pro tip, when you're changing from Roman numerals to Hindu Arabic numerals, it is highly advisable to separate the letters first and then add them up later. Let's practice that.
Check out this massive numeral, MCMXLI. I know, it looks like a super long, kind of scary number, but how do we break it down using the rules we literally just learned? Try to think about separating it into smaller, manageable chunks. It's actually super simple when you take it step by step. Step 1, we separate the groups based on our addition and subtraction rules. We get M by itself, then CM, then XL, then II. Step 2, find their values. M is 1,000.
CM is a small number before a big one, so that's 1,000 minus 100, 900. XL is a small number before a big one, so 50 minus 10 is 40, and II is obviously just 2. Finally, step 3, we add them all together. 1,000 plus 900 plus 40 plus 2 gives us 1,942. See? Totally manageable.
Okay, let's reverse it now. We're going to convert from our everyday Hindu-Arabic numerals back into Roman numerals. How do we turn 287 into Roman letters? Keep in mind, you want to break the number apart first.
So first you expand it by place value, just like you do in standard math class. 287 becomes 200 plus 80 plus 7. Step 2, convert each of those parts. 200 is CC. 80 is 50 plus 30, so that's an L followed by XXX, making LXXX. And 7 is 5 plus 2, which is V and I, so VII. Then, step 3, you literally just squish them all together into one long numeral, CCLXXVII. You're doing great.
All right, now that you're totally equipped with the rules of addition and subtraction, let's loop back to our very first slide and decode that date of Uganda's first COVID-19 case. Take a really good look at XIV, then 3, then MMXX. Try to work it out in your notebook right now. Got your answer ready?
Let's check your work. Using our rules, let's tackle the first part. XXVI is 10 plus 5 plus 3 ones. That gives us 18. The middle chunk, III, is just 3. And the last part, MMXX, is 1,000 plus 1,000, so 2,000, plus 2 tens, which is 20. Together, 2,020. So the date was the 18th of March, 2020. Absolutely fantastic job.
Before we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final test pulled directly from your Primary 7 self-study materials to help you gear up for those exams. Can you convert the year 1999 into Roman numerals? Remember the strategy. Break it apart into place values first, 1,000, 900, 90, and 9. And do not forget to apply that subtraction rule for all those 9s. Grab your pen, keep practicing, and you are going to be a master of whole numbers in absolutely no time. Thanks so much for learning with me today.